Hey guys, it is Sh0tee here. Welcome to episode 4 of Sh0tee Talks Anime. Today I'm going to be doing something a little bit different and not review any show at all. I'm going to be talking about some anime history that people seem to either forget or gloss over, which is the OVA Golden Age. First things first, an OVA is generally a series of movies that's not released on TV or in theaters, and instead goes directly to video. This is one of the main reasons why I believe OVA series may not be talked about often today, especially out in the West, since distribution back in the day would be either very low or would not even come out in the West at all. So when did the Golden Age start and go? I like to say that the Golden Age started in around 1985 with releases of popular titles such as Area 88 and Megazone 23, and ended around 1995 to 1996, which is around the time TV releases became really popular and really started to strangle OVAs in the anime market such as Neon Genesis Evangelion and Slayers. OVA series really started declining around this stage, and while they do still come out today, they are generally only included as DVD or Blu-ray extras for existing series. It is very rare that original content will be released as an OVA, especially with the advent of the internet, ensuring that OVAs would die out even quicker. So why did OVAs have quite an influence on the anime scene for around 10 years? Well, you see, the anime industry was quite different back in this time period. Anime series were not generally made to be short. It was very rare at the time to see an anime air for less than 30 episodes back in those days, even most of the time even exceeding that, instead of the 12 or 24 episodes that nearly every anime that's produces these days. People did not have time to follow every TV episode in Japan, and licensing made it very hard for anime to get into the West. So with these OVA series that came out, it meant that people could actually watch a show for the most part. They only had around 4 to 13 episodes per show. And the fact that these were released on video meant that people in other countries had the chance to import it, translate it, and make copies out of it, either officially or illegally sell it. Of course, not every OVA series was short. For instance, perhaps the most OVA series out there of the time period, Legend of the Galactic Heroes, lasted for around 110 episodes. However, this was released over 10 years. Another reason why the OVA market had a boom period was the popularity of manga out in Japan. Many OVA series actually only existed to promote the manga. This is why there are so many OVA series out there that don't really extend the plot further than it can. It just simply exists so that the company can get both anime sales and more manga sales. An example of this would be Kujaku, which only had 3 episodes, however the manga lasted for 17 volumes. So all in all, are these shows actually good? Now I'll admit I haven't seen too many OVAs out there, however from the ones I have seen, I would consider OVAs to be a guilty pleasure of mine. They are definitely not for everyone, of course. A lot of them tend to have really bad animation art style, even for those days, and the stories are cut quite short due to episode limitations. However, if you want a quick fix of entertainment that you really have to expend your mind on, then OVAs are a good choice. Of course, there is also Legend of Galactic Heroes, which many people say is the best anime of all time. I've not seen this, so I can't confirm this. I also consider it to be important in increasing anime's popularity out in the West with successes such as the aforementioned Megazone 23. I will say that I am glad, however, that more and more series are getting the right amount of episodes so that enough story is told in as less time as possible, as I simply do not have enough time to constantly keep watching long series, and I also don't read manga at all. So thank you guys for watching this. I feel like this is an overlooked time for anime, especially considering how important it is for the anime industry as a whole. Even to this day, you even see the effects of it these days still. So I feel like this is just a really important time to talk about it. This is an important time period, to talk about it. So I've never seen a video on this period at all. So yeah, that's why I basically decided to do an episode just based on this time period. In fact, my next anime review will be an OVA series, so be on the lookout for that one. Thank you guys, and I'll see you guys then.